Hey guys, welcome back to the Woolen Homestead. My name is Tiffany, coming to you from Michigan, and this is podcast episode 96. It's crazy to believe it's 96. I'm really excited about that. Can't wait to get to 100. Yeah, it is April 29th, 2021. It's a Thursday, and it's about 46 degrees out and kind of cloudy and rainy today. It's pretty early in the morning. I think it's just about 9 o'clock. It's 8:50, so I thought it'd be nice to get this done first thing in the morning. Ethan had to work early, so I thought, I'll just get it done. I got a couple of errands to do today. So yeah. All right. Let's see. You can find me on Instagram as The Woolen Homestead. Have an email for the podcast, which is thewoolenhomestead@gmail.com. We have a P.O. box for the podcast, which you can find in the drop down below, the box down below. And that's if you want to send prizes for any giveaways, anything like that. If it's possible, if you can let me know if something is on the way, just because I don't go out to the post office very often. So, and I don't have a way to get informed delivery set up for that P.O. box. So that's the only reason I asked that. Otherwise it just might take a minute before I get it. So yeah, for an overview of the podcast, I've got a half-finished object. I've got a couple works in progress, which are the same as what I showed you guys 2 weeks ago. I realized as I was doing my notes that I'm just kind of working on the same things because I want to get them done. So it's kind of funny, but I did make a bit of progress. That's exciting. And then I got a bit of life stuff going on. So, I also want to talk about what I'm wearing. This is the Pure Joy shawl by Joji Locatelli. I knit this, I want to say back in 2016. And the yarn is, this pink is Mint Rain hand dyed yarns. I think this was Claire's Hunting Capelet was the colorway from Outlander. And then this kind of beige color was just like a, I think it was Cascade Heritage, just their fingering weight. It was just I don't remember the color number or anything, but so that is what I'm wearing. It's just kind of a little shawl, but I love the colors, and I never wear this one very often, so I would wear it. Okay, so for my half-finished object, I have one of my Heart and Soul socks done. So that's one of my little shorties. So the yarn is Soul to Soul. If you watched last episode, I thought it was called Heart and Soul, like the Huey Lewis and the News song. It's not, but they are now my Heart and Soul socks. So it's just a 64 stitch sock. I just did, I think, 6 rounds or so for this roll of just knitting, and then I went straight into the heel flap and gusset. And just did a basic rounded toe. The heel and the toe are both from Crazy Sock Lady patterns. I just put them in there because I really like them. They're just super easy, mindless. So I've kind of been doing that a lot lately. But I love these colors, very springy. I haven't knit shorties in a while, so that's kind of fun. If I can get them done by tomorrow, I'll show you where I'm at in my other one, but if I can get them both done by tomorrow, I will be able to count these for the comforting socks knit along that I was attempting to take part in, where if you knit a pair of socks in a month, you can count it. I think shorties are allowed, and maybe not, but it'd be cool for me to actually say that I got a pair of socks knit in a month, because usually I'm kind of all over the place knitting on other things. So here's my second one, and I think it's definitely doable that I get this one done by tomorrow. It just depends if I want to work on other stuff. Depends how much I want to get it done by tomorrow. So we will see about that. But yeah, it's not super much more left on this foot. I'm using ChowGoo 9-inch circulars, size US 1, and still doing the 64 stitches, all of that. This is what the yarn looks like. And yeah, I just love the springy colors. The bag that I'm using is from Freckled Whimsy, and it's Disney Dogs. It's got a little handle, but that's what the bag looks like. And the back. So yeah. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's my first half finished object and my first work in progress at the same time. My other work in progress is mitten number 5 from my Mitten Garland Advent Calendar by Kathy Lewinsky. So here's mitten 5. It's the same on the back, just doesn't have the 5 on it. And I'm actually kind of almost done with this one. So if you haven't seen this pattern before, they're just a bunch of little mittens that you can use as an advent calendar. And there's 24 of them. So I'm only on 5. But I'm actually just to the point where I will do the decreases for the top of the mitten. And I just have to do the thumb, which takes no time. And then just the little tab on the bottom to hang it. And I'll show my others as usual. They're just super fun little color work projects. So there's my others. And yeah, I really love this. I've been doing them as my 30 minutes a day of knitting in the morning. That was something that I saw from Kay, the crazy sock lady, that she does every morning. She shows it on Instagram. And I just thought it'd be a good way to plug away at the garland. So like I said, there's 24. I have to do the math. I don't know how many I would have to do to get them done by the end of the year, which is kind of a bummer because I don't think I'll be able to do it unless it was like all I worked on, which that's not gonna happen. But yeah, it would be really cool in theory if I can get them done this year. The yarn is Knit Picks palette, so it's a fingering weight yarn. Size US 1 needles, high sharps, magic loop. Love it. It's all non-superwash, so it's great for color work. Yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, that pattern's by Kathy Lewinsky. Oh, I will have show notes in the drop-down menu like I did last week. I hope that's helpful for anyone that is trying to find any patterns or trying to find anything that I talk about. So my next project is the Fjordfolkgenser by Linka Neumann. It's from this book. And I'll show the picture. So that is the pattern that I'm knitting. And this book is all in Norwegian. So I just did Google Translate. They're not super wordy patterns. I believe that's kind of the Norwegian way of doing knitting patterns. And so it was pretty easy to Google Translate. Most of it translated just fine. I do have one of her other patterns in English, so if there was anything that I was kind of like confused about how it translated, I could kind of go and look at another sweater pattern of hers that's kind of knit in the same style. And so I could kind of figure it out that way. So far so good. I've only got the body done. I've got one sleeve done and I'm working on the second sleeve. So hopefully everything still translates well as I go into the yoke, but so far so good. It's mostly just charts. And that's universal. So I did see, however, on her website that she is going to be having English translated ones very soon. She's got 2 of those books out like that. And yeah, so I may purchase this one in English too. I think that would be really cool to have just so you don't have to translate. But yeah, I think that would be really neat. So this is the second sleeve that I've been working on. So I'm about halfway through this sleeve and I can't wait to be done with this. I'm over it. I'm trying to like plow through, which stinks because I don't usually like to go that route. I just really want this done so I can get to the yoke. Desperately want this done. I was thinking of doing 30 minutes a day on this as well, and just that's the way I can, you know, kind of time it out. Now once I get going on it, it's not too bad. But I got out my other sleeve and I compared the two last night, and my gauge is a lot tighter on the second one. I think because I'm trying to get through it so fast. I'm like, oh, I want to make sure it still fits. So yeah, it's not too bad, I guess. But when I put them side by side, I could see, like on top of each other, I could see that this one was just a little bit tighter. So yeah, that's what I've got left of this. So not a ton. Not a ton. I got a lot of work done on this yesterday, and I'll talk more about this in life stuff, but Ella was at the vet for a while yesterday. So I stress knit, which also probably did not help my gauge either. But yeah, I'll talk more about that later. So yarns that I'm using. So it's a DK weight pattern. However, only one of the skeins that I'm using is actually DK. So this is a full skein that I've still got left. This is, this was our yarn, the Woolen Homestead. This is pumpkin spice, and this was the merino DK, and I really like that one. So I'm using that, and I'm also using a little bit of a fingering weight skein that I have of the same colorway, just held double. And I've been doing the helical method, which has been kind of weird with color work, but I've been making it work, so I probably didn't need to do it, but it's been nice. But since I had all the different varying weights, I thought I better alternate some way. I've got Lionbrand Fisherman's wool for the brown, and this is a worsted, and then the tan is Lionbrand Sportweight. So we're gonna make it work. I'm so excited. I really cannot wait to have the finished object of this one. Really, really, really cannot wait. So I think I'm just kind of over this patterning of, I mean, it's nice to have because it keeps it in, like interesting while you're working on it, but I did this for the whole entire body, a whole nother sleeve, and now I'm on the second sleeve, and I'm just over it. ready to go on to the yoke. I cannot wait. So yeah, trying to balance my gauge and trying to plow through it. We'll see how it goes. The bag I've got is a Bags by Awesome Granny bag, the Fireflies one. I love this print. So cute. I love her little ring here. This is a little mini skein hank that Amy from Noble Character Crafts. I kind of got it all wonky because I use this to open up my bag a lot. So I've been trying to get that fixed, but I need to fix it again, I think. But yeah, I love having that little skein on there. So that is my Fjordfolkgenser. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say about that. I'm really excited that her books are going to be coming out in English. Really excited about that. And I think I'll wait to get her second one until it comes out in English for sure. The only other thing I want to talk about, that's actually it for works in progress, which went a lot faster than I was expecting. But the only other thing I wanted to talk about is this is a hand spun skein that I have. And this was from Wound Up Fiber Arts. This is her Scrappy Sock Bundle. And I have been holding on to this, wanting to knit socks with it for my birthday. And I did decide that I'm just going to cast on for my birthday month because I thought that would be a lot of fun. Let me grab my phone. I've got the details of what the yardage is. I think it's Sport DK-ish. Let's see. Yes. So 264 yards is what I got. So yeah, about DK. And so I'm trying to figure out how to knit DK socks. So I found a couple different patterns. I did put kind of a question out on Instagram about what you guys use for number of stitches and needles. So I'm definitely gonna give that a shot, probably do a little bit of swatching. But I think I'm gonna wind that up today, maybe do some swatching and cast on May 1st. So super excited about that. Yes, we'll go on to life stuff. So I guess I'll start with the big stuff that's been going on. Miss Ella. If you guys have watched for a while, you know, usually Benny's our pup with health issues. He has Addison's disease, which we didn't know that's what he had for a very long time. We got that figured out last year, actually, that's what he has. So that's being managed wonderfully. But now Ella's got some stuff going on. So they're both 10. Well, they're going to be 10 this year. She'll be 10 in August. He'll be 10 in December. And Benny is a yellow lab and Ella is lab and blue tick coonhound. So yeah, last week, I want to say Sunday, Monday of last week, she was getting super lethargic, and we kind of watched her for just a couple days just to see if she got any better, and she did not get any better. So I ended up calling the vet on Tuesday, and we got in that day, which my vet's amazing. She's awesome. She just does so much for us and the dogs, and she's wonderful. And we only live like less than a mile away from the vet too, so that's wonderful. She got her in, and Ella ended up staying there for about 6 hours just so they could do a bunch of tests, which is a bummer. I missed her so much. I was so worried about her too, but I'm glad we got all of that testing done. We authorized the vet to do you know, a ton of testing. So they checked and they couldn't find anything specific. They did some x-rays and they thought that her stomach looked a little far forward and that her spleen was slightly enlarged. And then blood work wise, they found that one of her, I don't know all the specifics, Ethan's much better at explaining this stuff than I am, but one of her levels was high. That's all I know. Higher than usual, not crisis level, she said, but just higher than average, and that made her lean towards potential like autoimmune disease, like Addison's, that's what Benny has, or something along those lines. They tested for pancreatitis, Addison's as well. She does not have that, and I can't remember what else they tested for as well. But let's see. So she got all this testing done, and then she came home, and we really didn't have like a ton of answers yet. And so what my vet had suggested was we do an ultrasound because the way the spleen looked on the x-rays, just to check it out. So we got that scheduled, and then she came home, and I'm trying to remember, because she ended up going to the vet the next day, but it doesn't really matter. Basically, it was 2 days of vet visits. But when the vet and I were talking on the phone that first night, I said, you know, she's lethargic, but she still wants to play. Like, she would bring me her ball to play fetch, and it's like a flat basketball that she loves. She loves it so much. And we play tug with it too. And she wanted to do it, but she just had very low grip strength. Like, she wasn't very strong, and she's a very strong dog. And when I said that, the vet asked if I could open her mouth, if I could get her jaw to open, and she was really, really resistant to it. She didn't want me to open her mouth at all. And I said, you know, I don't really think she wants me to open it. It seems like she's really kind of hesitant towards that. So she had her come back in the next day, and they checked her for something called, oh boy, let me think, masticatory muscle myositis. And so it's MMM is what it's also known as. And what it means is it's an autoimmune disease that attacks the muscles for chewing, so it's on her head. And usually what happens is you see her muscle mass go down in their heads. She hasn't really gotten to that, if this is what it is. We don't even know if this is what it is or not, but it's what we got her tested for last week, and we still don't have the results back on that yet. so it's being tested for that. But just as a preventative, she did give her some pain medicine and prednisone, which is how they treat it. High dose prednisone, so the poor thing's peeing all the time. Poor baby, it really increases their thirst. And so we started on that preemptively while we waited for results to come back. So I'm hoping to hear about results soon here. They said 7 to 10 days. And I ended up joining like a Facebook group about it, which was really nice, and just to learn a little bit more about it, because it still might not even be that, but we're just kind of preventatively treating for it just in case. But it sounds like, I still have so much more to learn, but it sounds like it's relatively easy to deal with and to manage. The only thing that's concerning me from what I've read, and I probably shouldn't be looking up this stuff, you know, when I'm nervous about it, but it sounds like there can be not so great side effects with long-term prednisone use. So, but I trust my vet wholeheartedly, so I know that she will definitely put us in the right direction on what to do. But that's the only thing that got me a little worried. And the other thing that I'm a little worried about is with her spleen, her sibling from her litter had died a couple of years ago, and he had a tumor on his heart, and I guess the spleen and the heart can be related with that. So just as a precautionary thing, that's why we got the ultrasound done too. So yeah, we should find out more later. I have she ended up getting an ultrasound yesterday, so her little belly's all shaved, and it's so cute. It's so cute. And but she was at the vet for a couple hours again yesterday getting that done. I don't have any info yet on how that went or what it looks like, but I should be hearing from, it was another vet there that did that. She does the ultrasound, so we should know more in a day or two, I would imagine. So yeah, just trying to figure out what's going on. Once she started the prednisone and the pain meds last week, she perked right up. So that was wonderful. She doesn't have the lethargy anymore. She's acting like her old self. She's barking again. That was the other thing she wasn't doing. She wasn't barking, which she always barks when we play fetch. So it was the low grip strength, and she wasn't barking. And so that was also what made my vet think about that. So yeah, don't really know what's going on. That's why I haven't posted a ton about it, because it's just kind of in limbo right now. But hopefully we'll have more. The good news is she's happy. She's doing great. Like I said, she just has to go potty all the time. And, but the thing that kind of stinks is I think it's this last week just kind of hit me that she's getting older. Both of them are getting older, and you know, just no, it's no fun. So, but they're spoiled rotten. They get all the lovin's, and I've got them both up here. That's why I keep looking over here. But Ella's on the floor on a dog bed, and Benny's on the futon up here too. They love coming up here. This is in my craft room up here. It's just so cute. So yeah, so hopefully we'll have more info on Miss Ella girl. But all that stuff aside, it's been a pretty good week. Last week was my Color Street party, so thank you to you guys that purchased for the party or came to the party. It was so sweet. I really appreciated it. It was so much fun. I'd never done anything like that. It was all on Facebook, and I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. So I definitely think I'll do something like that again. I had a blast. So, and for those of you who don't know, Color Street is it's nail polish strips, so they're not stickers, they're actual nail polish. And I did mine this week. I know I actually have them done on the podcast this time. Usually I don't. But this is called No Duh, and it's kind of glittery on the white ones. But this was like an 80s inspired collection that they did. And I love them. I love them so much. They make me so happy. And it's been wonderful for work. And I know I've said that before, but it really makes a difference for work. I'm a dog groomer. My hands are in water all day. I'm using Dremel tools, and when dogs move, the Dremel usually hits my hand or my nail, you know. So I I usually have like a clear coat on top of this, and it just, I did these, what day did I do these? It's been a minute. Did I do these Sunday? It was either Saturday or Sunday, and today's Thursday, and it's like there's one tiny chip on my other finger and you can't even see it because with the glitter ones it hides it really well. So I just love them. They're so easy to use. You just literally like you can look on YouTube for how to apply them, but you just like put them on and you tear it off. Like that's it's so easy. So yeah, I'm obsessed. I bought some more. So I'm getting a nice collection now. Let's see. I'm getting my second COVID shot this Saturday, so I'm really excited about that. Have that done. My mom and I are hoping to hang out again soon. We want to go antiquing. There's a big antique store in Bay City, which is a nearby town, and we really, really want to go there. Let's see what else. Oh, I have an eye appointment today. I'm really excited about that. It's long overdue. I think you're supposed to get your eyes checked every year, and I haven't done it in 2 years. So I cannot wait. I currently have contacts in, but I need a new prescription for that, and I need to have my glasses prescription checked. And I need new glasses. My glasses, I don't love them. I don't love the style. So I'm really excited for a new style. And yeah, I'm ready for fresh looks, so can't wait. This week, oh, we watched Mortal Kombat. That was funny. It actually was a really, really good movie. We had Ethan's brothers over, and then one of his brother's girlfriends came too. And so that was a lot of fun. We had a little get together and watched it, and I actually did enjoy it. I think my brother had the game when I was little, but I never played it or anything, and so I didn't know a ton about it, but it was actually really well done. But that was a lot of fun. And then, oh, okay, this is really random. Yesterday, Ethan and I we actually had the day off together, and we just, so since Ella was at the vet, we just kind of hung out at home, weren't going anywhere, and just kind of had a real chill day. And we just kind of wanted to have something on in the background on the TV, nothing too intense. And I found on Prime, on Amazon Prime, there was this show called Victorian Farm, and I was like, why not? Let's just put it on. It's really good. It's from like 2007, and it's these 3 archaeologists that live on this Victorian farm that's an actual Victorian farm, but it's it was left and needed to be updated and everything. And they are living like it's Victorian era in England, and for a whole year. So they have a farm, they have, you know, the animals, and oh, it's so cool. I really like it. And we actually both really enjoyed it. We just kind of, it's just happy and not, like I said, not too intense or anything. And then I found out that there's more of them with the same 3 people, like different eras of farming, and I really liked it. So that's kind of fun. If you just want something chill to watch, I definitely recommend it. Yeah, I think that's it for life stuff. Yeah, hopefully we get more info on Ella. Hopefully my babies stay healthy. Oh, I didn't even touch my tea. Goodness. Goodness. I got a dog mom mug. My sister-in-law got me that for Christmas, and she actually got one for Ethan that says dog dad, so we love these. But yeah, like I said, I can't think of anything else that's been going on. Miss Ella's vet visit's been the biggest thing, so hopefully good news there. At least just something that we can manage for her, not anything bad. So oh, we're going to Costco today. I'm excited about that. We had one built here, I think last year. It opened up. And we're going to go get a membership, because that's where we're actually planning to get my hearing aid from. That's where my U of M doctor recommended just go to Costco to get it. So we're going to go get a membership so we can start looking at yeah, hearing aids. So, woohoo! It's exciting. Yeah, I think that's all I got. I'm gonna quit rambling. Yeah, I hope you guys are well. Reading, oh, you know what? I am reading. I finished the first Bridgerton book, and I'm on the second one, so I think it's called The Viscount Who Loved Me. And I've just been listening to that on audio through the library. Still reading Farmer Boy. I'm actually from Laura Ingalls Wilder. I'm trying to read that at night now, like actually every single night. So I'll probably get that done soon, hopefully. But really enjoying those. Yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. So I'll quit babbling and leave you guys to it. And I hope you guys have a really good weekend. And hey, it's gonna be May. Can't wait. All right, talk to you later, guys. Bye.